give it. All right, we see that. All right. They should see the at channel, and then I'll just tag them in Better League there.
Sure should. Let's get it.
Let's hope I got a little bit ahead of you there, so let's hope I'm not too far ahead of you this time. I think I probably just got ahead of you when like your stream went down briefly.
Yeah. I had some like weird stuff going on initially. But yeah, we should be okay.
Yeah, I assume so.
Playoffs flying by. Good
Here we go.
Yeah. It's really good.
I guess we're live.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting right to it here, man. Bills-Patriots, obviously a rematch of last season's AFC Championship game, one that Austin won in pretty decisive fashion. Obviously, these are two users that know each other about as well as anyone else does in this league at this point. I'm joined again by Cody. I mean, I'm joined by Cody, yeah. Cody, just overall impressions on this matchup here between the Bills and the Pats.
Yeah, I mean, this is maybe one of the best rivalries in the league. We got two users who have proven basically to be probably the top two AFC users in the league year in and year out. And they're from the same division, and so this is going to be a battle. And I'm excited to be here. I think I'm inclined to go ahead and give it to Austin to go to Better League, being that he has for the most part owned this series between the two of them. But Alex has been known to pull off a victory against Austin. So, by no means am I saying that Alex cannot win this. I'm just saying I think I will give the slight nod to Austin.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you said, Alex. Both that Alex is absolutely capable of winning this game if he, fully shows up, is fully locked in, especially on the defensive side, honestly. But ultimately, I would give the edge to Austin. I think he is the favorite, as he is against anyone in this league. 1st and 10, and after this play, I'll ask you for young Alex's keys to the game here offensively, but for now, this is Josh Allen with an inside zone, George Tate able to fall forward there, get about a gain of 4, and just real quick, young Alex's keys to the game offensively.
I think offensively, he has to play as efficient that he does when he plays me. I feel like when little Alex plays me, he has this confidence because he's beaten me a couple times or multiple times that he's making good reads and making great decisions, whereas when he plays Austin, I feel like he has a little bit of a mental block and makes some bad decisions. He has to have a very efficient game and limit to maybe just one interception all game long.
Nice dump off there. DeAndre Hopkins on the curl goes for a gain of 9 and a first down. Yeah, I agree with you. It almost seems like we see a completely different young Alex based on who he's playing. As I said, against you these past, 3 playoffs, he's just looked ultra efficient. He's looked like, you could almost say the best user in the league, against you, weirdly enough. And then we see him play, just a game later against Austin, at least last season, and he just did not look that way whatsoever. So we'll see what he's able to do. Again, another inside zone. George Tate able to get about a gain of 7 there again, and that's going to be critical, to get the run game going. And we already have no huddle, which is interesting. Maybe seeing something you like. So it's going to be a high-level matchup here, especially if Alex is able to, keep in the game scoreboard-wise. He have a dump off here. DeAndre Hopkins able to loop around there. Weird animation, but gain of 2, 3rd, and 1.
Yeah. Should have been tackled there. That's just that's something we hope to see fixed in Madden 21. That was, literally, he was on Kyle Duggar was on Hopkins back there and just didn't get the tackle because of the weird pursuit angles.
Please, EA, I'm begging you. He will drop back. No one open. Will he force it? He does. Goes so fast. Wait a second. By Kyle Duggar right there waiting. Austin with a huge defensive stop, and again, you'll see that he'll force it occasionally, and there we go. Kyle Duggar with the pick, 1st and 10 for Austin.
And Kyle Duggar, couldn't make the tackle on the last play, makes a big play, and that's just one of those things. Like I said, those are the types of reads that I feel like he doesn't make against me and maybe other users, where it's like once he plays Austin, it feels like he starts to force it a little bit and panic, almost like he's, I feel like that's how I am when I've been playing little Alex the past time, is I start to panic and make these bad reads that I normally don't use, and so it's all about matchups, man.
Yeah, matchups are just such a critical thing in this Madden and in every Madden. It's wild, you'll see people who are quote-unquote better users just struggle repeatedly as we have a handoff here. Sidney Lamb with a gain of 9. Again, we're going to see a whole lot of inside zones here from Austin. That is the basis of his running game, but efficient through the ground just like he is through the air. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and obviously little Alex doesn't have the 2 inside stuffs anymore, so a little bit easier to sneak an inside zone against 1 inside stuff if you know how to do it with, I don't want to go in here and give away all the secrets, but a little bit easier when it's only 1 inside stuff compared to 2.
Certain play calls, certain offensive line adjustments. We have a dump off there to Matthew Davis, gain of 3, and that's going to be something that young Alex, he knows it, obviously. He knows this logically, but, mid-game is going to have to adjust for that. Austin will go to the flats almost every time if you let him, so just got to continue to do that. He will drop back again, goes to the flats. This is Laviscus Chenault, gain of 7, and so far, small sample size, but Austin looking locked in here.
Yeah, didn't love the defensive play call there by Little Alex. It looked like a 3-4 bear, just a very easy read to the flats there by Austin.
Get another inside zone this time. Oh, excuse me, no, Sidney Lamb able to get past. I thought this was going to get bagged up, but another gain of 9 there, and Sidney Lamb, if Sidney Lamb's able to get 9 yards of rush here, this will be real tough for Alex. First and 10.
Yeah, of all the firepower in this offense, Sidney Lamb, one of the more underrated parts of this offense. He just fights for yards. It feels like every time he has the ball.
Tries to take a deep shot instead, covers the angle, now goes to Blake, and
just barely got his feet in.
Yeah. I don't know if he was looking at Blake the whole time. Looked like, he had the seam angle combo going. Alex did a good job of backing up both routes, but just went to the outside there the last second. Now, first goal of the 6th, and how big of a start would this be for Austin, man? Able to get the interception touchdown combo. Again, these two players both playing at warp speed here. I feel like I have to really hurry up with my commentary here. First and goal at the 6, making some adjustments, window dressing for an inside stuff. Lamb, nothing doing there, gets shut down for gain of 1.
Yeah, and this is where Austin is so tough. Is when he is cooking, this is the exact game he wants to play. It's almost like he's running no huddle, but he's not. It feels like he picks his play in 5 seconds, and he wants to quick snappy from time to time do this. He wants to keep your defense guessing all game long, and that's exactly what this drive has been. It feels like in a blink of an eye, he was all of a sudden on the goal line.
Good user there by Alex to keep him out of the end zone, although this will be 3rd and goal of the 2. Obviously, 4-down territory. Austin, one of, if not the most aggressive users in this league, and again, has the whole playbook available to him right now. This is 3rd and goal at the 2. We do see this a lot in those RPO concepts here. Will go to the dump off. Might have it, although Darius Slay with a huge tackle there. Keeps him out of the end zone. That's big. Again, keeping him out of the end zone. It looks like Austin going to settle for 3 here. Nice goal line stand by Alex.
Yeah, really good play there, because I think if Austin had stayed on the 2-yard line, or even on the 1, or heck, even if he had lost 1 yard, had stayed on the 2-yard or gained 1 yard, I think Austin would have gone for that. I think since he got a 2-yard loss there, was on the 4, probably thought, okay, let me just take my points here. Because I think, Little Alex got the ball first. His defense, Austin's defense played well. So, just go ahead and get your points and gain that confidence in your squad there.
Yeah, both users, I think, will be pretty happy with how that drive ended up, honestly. 1st and 10 at the 25 here, really pressing up here with his secondary. Again, that's something that you'll see Austin do pretty much no matter who he plays. Again, Josh Allen make his series adjustments. He have 99 throw powers. Will be a handoff. Tate able to fall forward. About a gain of 2 there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a key for Little Alex is not get too frustrated, not feel like for one, obviously it's only 3-0, and keep feeding George Tate. When he does his best is when George Tate gets about 100 yards a game.
Yes. It is, and really ever since I'll call this play first, Tate with, again, able to fall forward. He's getting some nice animations here in the running game, but about a gain of 4 there, and I really do think those acquisitions of Edmonds and Isaiah Simmons, man, just completely transformed this run defense from Austin, because it used to be, I think, not the most impossible thing in the world to run on Austin, but now it's just so tough with all that speed, all that skill there in the linebacking core, plugging up the middle. 3rd and 4 here again. He will press up. Josh Allen drops back. May have the deep shot open if he wants it. Josh Allen takes a shot downfield. Diggs has it. Touchdown, Bills.
Caught him in cover 3 right there. Really good read. Really good play by Little Alex. 3-3-5. Golly, 3-3-5 wide. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. The 3-3-5 wide formation is something that you'll see Austin use a lot. It's a formation he likes. You can do a lot of different stuff out of it, and and it lines up the same just about every time. So it's hard to know if you're in a cover 3, cover 2, man, blitz, whatever it may be. Austin obviously likes to change his coverages around manually as well, but was able to find him in that cover 3 look there. So really good read by Little Alex.
We have a subscription from Wozy. The man that turns into a Madden god in the last 3 games of every season. Thank you so much. He will drop back. That was the dump off, Sidney Lamb. Again, the dump offs are, again, if they're there, he's going to take him again at 13. And thank you so much for the subscription. Wozy, 1st and 10 for New England.
Definitely. And Austin's not going to panic here. He's going to keep playing his game. At the end of the day, if he goes down and gets a touchdown, he still has the advantage. He gets ball at half. If he matches his or Alex's scores with his scores, he has the advantage.
Drops it, goes intercepted by Tre'Davious White, and that's that acrobat right there. Oh my goodness! And again, very few DBs can get that animation, but a diving pick from White, and huge play there by the defense.
That's tough, and I think you'll see it by Austin's face right there. When he threw that, he kind of was like, "Yep, that was a risky throw." Tre'Davious is right there with acrobat. Those acrobat animations are absolutely glitchy.
Yeah, there are just certain reads that you can make against almost anyone else, and I that was not a bad read by Austin, but Tre'Davious White just made the play right there, 2nd and 5, and. Hey, from young Alex's perspective, this is a game that very much, the AFC Championship game last year, very much got away from him early last season. Now up 7-3 with ball, already got Austin to commit a turnover, maybe feeling a bit better about himself. He will drop back quick, out route, good read. DeAndre Hopkins able to fall forward, gain of 11 and a first down.
Yeah, and outside of really his first read with Kyle Duggar, where he was able to lock up and hold Austin to 3, he's making very crisp reads, similar to how his game against me.
Those inside zones are going to be tough with Edmonds there in the middle. Gain of 1, George Tate, 6'4", 22, and now... Sorry, my brain froze for a second. That was weird. 7-3. That happens every so often. 7-3. You can tell by the way I play Madden. Again, this game feels like it's going at warp speed here as we have play action. He will drop back. Maybe had to see him open briefly. Goes. Oh my goodness, risky read there, but that's a linebacker, and they won't animate sometimes, as you were saying. 1st and 10.
Yeah, so frustrating, and something that all of us are going to have to get used to if this is kind of the trajectory of Madden, is these linebackers just kind of staring at balls going over their head. We'll see if that changes in 22, but in 21, we got to live with it.
Very frustrating. Yeah, there are quite a few gameplay things I would love to see them make edits to for Madden 22, if you will. And already in the red zone here, good drive here from young Alex, again making a litany of adjustments, trying to pre-read this defense. He will drop back. Josh Allen has nothing. Allen gonna want to throw this away more than likely, unless he forces it. He does not. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great defense there by Austin. Just really locked everything up there, and wise decision by Alex just to kind of get rid of that and not try to make any kind of hero plays here, as you do kind of have the momentum ever so slightly in your favor right now.
Yeah, he has the momentum for sure, and gonna want to. It's not gonna last for a ton here against Austin, so gonna want to take full advantage while you can here against 2nd and 10 already near the end of the first quarter here. Josh Allen again coming out in the I form. He will hand this off. George Tate again, nothing available to him. This after a couple of nice chunk runs for George Tate, this run defense playing much better here for Austin. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and this is I think if you're Austin, that his entire mindset, even if he picks up a first down, well, I guess if he picks up a first down, it's gonna be a goal to go, but yeah, his entire mindset right now is field goal. Is holding to a field goal. I'll go down. I'll tie the game up, and we'll be good. So that's his entire mindset. We'll see if he can stop him right here.
I would love to have that much confidence in my offense, man. 3rd and 9. Again, just past the first quarter here. Josh Allen making some adjustments again, trying to pre-read, making hot routes. He will hike the ball here. Goes. Fourth down, had to curl open. Almost, it is intercepted by Edmonton. This could be a pick 6. One man to beat. Does he have the speed? Josh Allen trying to track him down. Just able to tackle him. And again, he had it open for a couple seconds, just didn't see it. And there is the lurk from Edmonds, as you said, 1st and 10.
What a lurk. What you saw there is Alex stared down the angle route just a bit too long, and then as their angle route got to the middle of the field, Austin then faded to that hitch, and then Alex just made a very
deep shot to Chenault as he gets all the way to the 7-yard line. Matthew Davis again, perfect other than that interception, 6 for 7. And
I don't settle for
man, how quickly the momentum has flipped. It felt like young Alex kind of, I shouldn't say in the driver's seat, but he had momentum for sure. Now Austin knocking on the doorstep of reclaiming the lead here. He will hand it off. Young Alex, I was about to say all over the ball, not able to get it. Sidney Lamb, gain of 1, made the most of it there.
Definitely, and I don't know if that big play there was man coverage or cover 2, but either one, what it is, if Austin finds you in it, he will hit you with those little verts, those little fades like that, kind of similar to Ben. So you got to be careful when you show those.
We'll drop back, has one wide open, touchdown Patriots.
Yeah, and that's that is just an absolute crisp red zone play right there. That's the type of thing that your boy needs to add into his repertoire. As you saw me throw just an absolute dummy boy pick to little Alex in the red zone where nothing was open. I mean, that was just that is hot, and that's just, this is where it feels like little Alex. It's the mental game, I feel like if he's playing me right there, he doesn't make the read he makes, or maybe we should throw some respect on the work by Austin. But regardless, it feels like it's a little bit of a mental game with between these two.
About half and half, I'd say. Oh my goodness, the slip screen gets through. I thought that was gonna get bagged up in the second of 11. Yeah, I think it was partially nice read by Austin, but partially, it was open for a couple seconds, and he just was not able to hit it. So Alex maybe not, fully locked in on that play again. 1st and 10, and man, that feels like one of the only times I've ever seen a slip screen actually work against Austin, and it really shouldn't have. Again, the tackles
RPO,
not fully
Give me an RPO.
Activating there, if you will. 1st and 10, he will drop back for him, and Rush goes to dump off immediately. This is Knox with a big hit there, gain of 2.
Yeah, I don't think little Alex is on conservative. I don't know. I maybe he is, but I feel like I haven't seen little Alex be a super conservative heavy user, so we'll see if these hit sticks land a fumble.
Well, George Tate has the tank ability, so I think that's part of why he does endure it. Immediately goes to dump off, has the flat to open Stephon Diggs. Nice animation there, able to fall forward. Almost gets the first down. I think it'll be 3rd and inches, which it is as he goes no huddle, which is something I don't remember young Alex doing this.
Something Alex likes to do this, yeah.
I don't remember doing it a ton against Austin last year. Simmons tries to shoot the gap, unable to. Tate. Ooh, that was... could have very easily gone poorly there, but instead gain of 5 and another first down for Buffalo.
A little surprised we didn't see a hold there. I don't know who that edge defender there was. I think it was a linebacker. Got in there and looked like he could have made the tackle, but it was very odd because it looked like he kind of got held on the side there. The defender the offensive player definitely did not have him in the frame, but ultimately was able to pick up the first down as we have a pause here.
As Chris, the new user, has finally joined the Slack. Welcome, Chris, to the better league, the greatest league in Madden. Thank you so much for joining us again, and I'm excited for the content. I hear great things. 1st and 10. Yeah.
And get in this stream, Chris, right now.
1,000%. 1st and 10 under 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Again, this game is going so quickly. It's difficult to commentate here. Again, Josh Allen making adjustments. He will drop back. May have had the seam open briefly, didn't go to it. Josh Allen has nothing. Will he force it? Does force it into coverage! Intercepted by Jackson. A horrible decision there from Josh Allen. And yeah, that's just bad from Alex.
It's tough. And like I said, it's this mental game. It's all about matchups. These are the types of reads that I hope little Alex makes, against me when I'm playing him, but he just doesn't make it. But right. when you go up against a guy that's beaten you so many times, like Alex has beaten me, it's this mental block sometimes.
Trapped on the D-line there, almost gets the sack instead. Hargrave with a huge gain, may be able to stay in bounds. He does not, gain at 28. And speaking on the matchups point, it's very obvious that little Alex just is not as comfortable offensively against Austin. Maybe part of it is, the intimidation of going up against the better league GOAT. Part of it is, how often they've been playing each other. If Alex plays that better, that could have been dangerous. But gain of 5.
Yeah, a little bit undecisive with his use there. I don't know if it was. His user just kind of stopped, and so I don't know if it was glitched or what. But that was risky.
I think that was just Alex, honestly, as he drops back with the kill mat, goes to dump off immediately. Sidney Lamb just able to fall forward. I believe they'll give him the first down there. No, excuse me, 3rd and inches. Tough spot there for New England.
Ooh, very tough spot. Definitely looking at the first down. If Austin would have looked to the right side, he actually had the tight end much more open than Lamb, but regardless, 3rd and inches.
Again, able to pinch the D-line there, unable to get much, or when I say unable, I mean the Bills there, unable to get penetration, and that will be another first down for New England. And again, much more even game, much closer game than we saw in last year's AFC Championship, but still, it just feels like Austin has been the more solid user, really, other than one, questionable read. He's just been all over it offensively. Again, he will drop back again, has X open. Now I'm starting, now that I know what Austin likes to do, I'm starting to see these reads too, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and I think Alex is trying to figure out something. Normally, I feel like we see a little bit more man defense out of Alex, and I feel like he's sprinkling in a lot more zone than we see, and that might be starting to hurt him a little bit with some of these kind of flat routes that Austin's hitting.
He's trying to do a lot here in terms of disguising his coverage. Matthew Davis goes to dump off again. This is Laviska Shenault with a nice gain of 12, and I mean, Alex, I don't think he's playing bad defensively. You know, he's generally done a solid job with his user. But yeah, I mean, you know, when Austin's able to get these levels concepts going, when he's able to hit the flats the way he's been able to, it's real tough. I mean, we've all experienced it.
Yeah, and he'll pepper in some different plays. Like that play that he did right there is something that you don't see very often out of Austin. But that was a quick read and really a low key hot dot.
It was succulent. No doubt. 1st and 10 again. Covers the flats. Goes to the sideline. Touchdown, Patriots!
He caught him in cover 2 there, I believe. I can't see the defense obviously because Austin's camera's right above there. But my best guess would be that was cover 2 because what he did is he put his outside receiver in the streak. He had his second inside receiver. I guess I don't know if it's the Y or the X wide receiver. On a little out route, which made the cover 2 cloud flat bite down on that, and then had the fit it in right before the safety could get there. I mean, that is just that's Austin at his finest right there. I mean, he is right now. He is an absolute wizard, an absolute scientist at Madden 21, and that's all there is to it.
1st and 10, 3:34 minute. This one gonna have to get something on the board here. Try to get some type of momentum. Dangerous read, although Knox able to come down with it. That is heart there from Dawson Knox, able to get the contested catch. And sometimes tight ends just get those animations, man. That's a Madden 21 thing as well. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and good thing Dalton Knox brought that down because we've also seen those animations where that ball gets popped up in the air and could have been intercepted. So good thing Dalton Knox, put his big boy pants on and made a play.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. 1st and 10 again. Josh Allen making just a whole litany of adjustments here. He will. Back goes up. Intercepted. Finds the user by Hinton. Will this be a pick 6? Oh, as he's able to break the tackle. Hinton is gone. Touchdown, Patriots.
A little bit unlucky animation, but at the same time, Austin is it's all about Well, I'm going to keep saying, I'm going to keep banging this drum. It's all about matchups, and Austin is just in his head right now. I mean, literally, he has like at least a 2-bedroom apartment's worth of rent inside of little Alex's head right now. Might be a full house, might be a 2-bed, 2-bath. Because, these types of reads, you don't see little Alex making these reads against me. It's all about matchups.
Nice little oceanside mansion here that Austin is building, and this is 24-7, and already this feels like a do-or-die drive here for this Buffalo Bills team, especially with what you were saying again. So many weapons here for this Patriots defense. He does get trapped on the D-line. He will go up the seam. Knox.
Oh. That's tough. That is very, very tough. Lucky for Austin, unlucky for Alex. Got stuck on the D-line, made the right read, and just got that little weird animation where they dropped it.
It's unfortunate. Tough. Again, a 3-man rush here does not get through. Allen rolls out. Will he force it? He does not. Josh Allen smartly goes out of bounds. Gain of 8, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, good roll out there by little Alex. And to Steele's point, tons of time left in this game. Correct. This game is not over, but little Alex is going to have to flip the switch pretty quickly here.
Yeah, 1,000%. Goes to the steam shot immediately. Walker with a big boy catch right there. He's got tackled immediately. We have no huddle trying to get one more playoff for this 2-minute warning. Josh Allen makes one adjustment. I assume he'll hike it. He does. 4-man rush. May have had the corner open briefly. Now goes to it into coverage. Did not get both feet in. That could have been a 5th pick there by Josh Allen.
Yeah, and I understand what Alex is trying to do right there, trying to get a play in before the 2-minute, but you don't want to do it if it means you're kind of making a very suspect read there. Lucky that wasn't picked.
I'm on there.
Power out of gun again. Those work sometimes, but that time Austin all over it. Now 3rd and long, 3rd and 13, and I mean you get the impression that Austin's just seen everything that little Alex has to offer in these 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, and this is where Alex things kind of go against him a little bit. He plays better with a lead, similarly to me, but instead, he's kind of got his back against the wall. He has to go away from Tate, and this is going to be tough for him.
Go get him.
Oh my God, the 3-man rush just get through immediately. It's Zachary roughing the passer, I believe it is. Huge bailout call there, chase on with that's tough for Austin. Should have been a big stop.
A little bit of a, maybe a sim league call there, but, we all play in a sim league, and it happens from time to time. You got to roll with the punches, and Austin's a guy that, will tell you he'll roll with those.
First has slant wide open, goes to, this is Stephon Diggs, really the only wide receiver that's fully shown up here for Josh Allen so far, and again. Now, I mean, I mean, really does feel like Buffalo's got to get 7 on the board here right now if they want to stay in this. Yes, Austin does get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, Theo Austin does get it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough situation regardless. We'll see here as he does an inside zone, nothing whatsoever, gain of 1.
Yeah, and like we said, the both of us agreed to this. When little Alex plays his best, George Tate gets 100 yards on the ground, and it's looking like that's going to be very difficult. And so little Alex is going to have to have a masterful performance in the passing game in the second half.
Yep, and that's not what we've seen so far. He's made some good reads, but also 4 picks already in the first half. This is play action again, only 3-man rush. Goes to the post. Easy interception there by the safety, but more. Oh, tried to go back. That could have been a safety potentially, but instead, man, I mean, Alex it's just matchups, man. It's just what we were talking about. He just doesn't look comfortable.
I want more. Come on.
He's in his head. I mean, in what? Honestly, the best description I can give to this, I'm going to speak, unless a big play happens, I'm going to speak over this play here.
Totally.
The best description I can give is the way little Alex looks right now is the way that I looked in the second half. Oh my gosh!
So there's the big play, but yeah, keep going.
Could have been a touchdown. The way that little Alex looks right now in the first half is the way that I looked in the second half against little Alex. Like, it's all about matchups. You start to get in your head a little bit, make reads that you normally wouldn't make, and the game gets away from you.
Come get it.
Goes to the corner, really nice low pass. I got to stop. Oh my goodness, big hit there by Alex, but it's not going to matter. Second timeout used by New England.
And listen, underrated part of Madden right there, that was an absolute great click on by Austin right there. Knew he had to click on to get that catch, clicked on, came back to the ball, made the catch. I mean, that's some underrated part of Madden that people don't know about.
Listen, I barely ever click on, so yeah, you're 100% right. He will go back down, Metafawu all over it, although he goes to the angle route. Lamb, again, breaks the first tackle, unable to break the second. He will use his final timeout, and if New England's able to put 7 on the board here, which feels very possible, I mean, I'm almost willing to call a game at that point, the way young Alex is playing.
I think you might see Austin try to attack the middle of the field quickly, get a spike, and maybe one shot to the end zone before a field goal here.
Oh, we got a Tony Romo-esque prediction there, although I do not hate it. That feels about like what I'll predict as well. 1st and 10. Motions Lamb. Just back and forth here. He will
looking to get him
drop
cover
back.
too, actually.
Goes to Davis. Takes a shot into triple coverage.
Oh,
They give him the interception. Melifonwu got both feet down. I don't know how, but okay. We'll roll with it here. 24/7.
Yeah, a little bit lucky, but it was a bad read regardless. Just kind of know when it was open. Well, he had Sidney Lamb wide open. He could have threw it to him, got out of bounds, but stared down that pass a little bit.
Oh, Allen takes the sack. That is risky. Chase Winovich there, former Michigan Wolverine, with his first sack. Buffalo calling timeout. I mean, I don't know what young Alex thinks he's going to be able to do here with 13 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't love it. I think you just got to take it to half and recollect yourself. I mean, you got blessed there that Austin that threw the pick and didn't get a field goal. Just take this to half. Oh my goodness! And he as Austin, and he calls another timeout.
Yeah, why is he doing this? This is desperation.
And I mean, Austin you're on the 9-yard line. You really think Austin's going to give up a touchdown? Like a 6-time Super Bowl winner is going to give up a touchdown with 9 seconds left before half on the 9-yard line?
Austin coming out and cover 6 here, which is, I don't know if that's a play he usually uses, but regardless, he's using it here. 3rd and 9 again. Should be the last play. And you call timeout just to do an inside zone.
Sure. I just think he's scrambling a little bit right now.
All right, 24/7. Young Alex, he had a window. At one point, he was up 7-3 with the ball in the red zone, but now, how quickly the script has flipped here. 24/7 New England. Buffalo about to kick the ball off to New England to start the second half. And from young Alex's perspective, man, obviously it's going to take a whole lot here if he wants a chance at this game, but what are the 1 or 2 key things he needs to just fix right now in order to give himself an inkling of a chance?
He's got to, whatever happened in the first half, he needs to bang his head on the wall. He needs whatever he needs to do to clear his mind and say, this is a brand new half. You need to go out and you need to play the best half of football you've ever played.
This is a RPO there, a bubble screen to Hargrave, and that'll be getting 11 first down. And yeah, when I like to clear my head, I usually just smash my head against the wall as hard as possible. That's usually how I do it too. We have, again, a 17-point lead by this New England Patriots team trying to make it. I don't know how many Super Bowls he's made, but he's trying to win his 7th here again, by far more than anyone else in this league. Morty, I think, is second. Yeah, second and 5. 9:20 remaining, and again, just Alex gonna have to cook something up. And the one really bad decision Austin, well, he made one at the end of the second half, or the end of the half, excuse me, but the one bad read he made before that was just a miraculous play by Tre'Davious White. It feels like Austin is probably not gonna let that happen anymore. Second and 5. This is all window dressing for an inside zone. Lamb has room. Sidney Lamb tries to do stop and go, didn't do much with it, but nice gain, first down.
Yeah, and I think that might be something you see Austin, now that he's got this pretty comfortable lead and his defense playing as well as he is start to sprinkle in these inside zones when he sees little Alex in 3-down sets.
Little wide receiver screen there goes for a gain of 3, and maybe as I watched Austin's game in the divisional round, as I'm watching this game, I'm starting to feel a lot better about how my defense played against Austin, because golly, he just seems unstoppable. Kendricks tried to shoot the gap, unable to. Now Lamb has room. Sidney Lamb, one more man to beat, unable to. But again, beautiful run there, gain of 10.
Yeah, and Sidney Lamb looking a little bit like Banyard there, where it's he's got conservative on, but he just fights for them yards.
Mm-hmm. I know the feeling. Although not so much against you in Week 17. That was rough. First and 10. We have a 7:15 remaining. He will drop back Matthew Davis. Nothing really open, although he does go to the flat at the last second. Sidney Lamb, nice animation, falls forward, gain of 7. And man, this is, only down by 17, but this is feeling really bad for young Alex. I don't know.
Yeah, Austin's cooking right now. I think he's going to keep trying to, just nick one and dime it a little bit, and taking everything that Alex is giving him.
Again, goes to the flats. It seems like Alex doesn't it, Justin. Aussie, touchdown, Patriots.
Just a little sticky there with the tight end. I mean, not easy to do with someone that's got low agility, low COD, but has two guys on his, or has a guy on his right, guy on his left. Just a little wiggle with the stick, and just woo-hoo-hoo. That's some nice stick work right there, if you ask me.
I mean, Austin got sticky right there. I'm sticky after watching that, honestly. That was absolutely beautiful. 31-7 Patriots, and man, the window of opportunity for young Alex is rapidly closing. And
if I can talk to the mental state of little Alex, he posts Welp GG in the Twitch chat. Little Alex, it's the conference championship.
Keep fighting.
If I'm down 31-7, I'm not in the Twitch chat. Get the frick out.
Keep fighting, young Alex. You never know. I mean, you kind of know, but you never know. 31-7, nice run here by Georgia State. I like trying to establish the run down 20, down 24. First 10, he will already go no huddle. We, again, under center here, making a couple of adjustments. He will do play action this time, drops back, goes flat immediately. This is Dawson Knox with a gain of 7.
Yeah, so far, two good back-to-back plays, I think, for your little Alex. Never mind. Whatever I was gonna say, you can nix it because it came out in I form.
We have a counter here out of I form. Tate, think that's gonna be a holding. I mean, should be holding. Yep, holding, and he's gonna accept that immediately. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, he came out, he had a good run play, then a good pass play, then came out in I form. I don't love that. I mean, I sure hope we're not seeing Alex just give up. That would be unfortunate, but definitely didn't like the play call there.
We have an RPO here, and Walker has no room whatsoever. Nice click off there. Click on to position him, and then click off to get the secure tackle. 3rd and 14, and I really did think this game was going to be more competitive than the last AFC Championship game, but yeah, I mean, Austin just has young Alex in a Duffy right now.
Yeah, I'll speak over this play unless we see something big happen on this 3rd and 14. Yeah. I think I said this to Big Alex in DMs today when
right?
as we have an interception by Kyle Duggar. Duggar has room. One more man to beat. Will this be a pick six? It is not.
Try to get a little sticky on him there.
He tried.
But I have been playing Madden with Austin since Madden 17. We've been, him, Dan, and I have had a very close friendship that's grown and grown and grown over the years. And, I love these guys. And I told Alex this. I said, to be honest with you, even if I had beaten little Alex in the divisional, it would have taken every ounce of me to beat Austin. I have never seen Austin understand and know a game more than he does Madden 21. He's absolutely locked in. He's played this probably more than any Madden that he ever has. He was, Madden 20, Austin was very out. On Madden 19, he was pretty locked in. Madden 19 was when he had his pretty good run. I think he had back-to-back Super Bowls. But
yeah.
Madden 21 he's just a different beast. He understands this game, this version of Madden, so well, and you're seeing it right here, right now, and you're seeing it all cycle long.
There are levels to this league. What in the
whole
world?
D-line just lit up.
Yeah, D-line just murdered Patriots offensive line right there. But yeah, I mean, there's levels, and this is why it just feels so demoralizing sometimes to play guys like Austin when they're in the zone like this. It's just you can come in with a game plan, you can come in with a scheme, you can think that you have certain ways to beat them, but you gotta play picture perfect, or else it's probably not going to happen. Third and goal, he will drop back, slant shot, touchdown Patriots.
Wowzers. I don't know if Chenault has red zone threat, but that was a crazy animation. He also had A wide open as well. And since, we got the Better League Network hoodie coming on Nick Lepardo. We've got some celebration going on in the apartment right now already, as this game seems like it's just about over, even though we've got a quarter and about 3 minutes left to play. But if I can kick it over to the Twitch chat, we've got a discussion here. Do we?
I don't love it.
If Austin is down, do we play the Super Bowl tonight?
I will comment. Let me put it this way. If Austin is down, if Steele is down, I think it's a go. And here's why I think it's a go. I think if you're season 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a lot of hype and everyone's excited and there's going to be a lot of viewership, then let's go for it. But, all night long we've been around somewhere between 10 and 15 viewers. It's not like, everyone's still excited to play and everything like that, but it's not the same type of hype that you get season 1 through 4. So I think what would excite more people is getting to the next season as quickly as possible. So if both of these users are ready for the Super Bowl, I say let's run it. I mean, I'm ready to run it. Sounds like you're ready to run it, Cody. We can get this guy. I don't know. CMAS, I don't know if we're going to hear from CMAS the rest of the night, but I'm down to do it if you are. So
I mean, if CMAS just made a surprise appearance, that'd be amazing. But regardless, if not, I mean, we've got it right here. We got it, baby.
We sure do, baby. 3rd and 6. Josh Allen drops back, goes to a deep shot. This feels like desperation, and it almost gets intercepted.
Ooh.
6 interceptions from Josh Allen, good lord. And again, y'all, at one point, this was looking pretty good for young Alex. That's the crazy thing. Like, he, up 7-3 in the red zone. But, yeah, Austin just too much here, just like he's been most times he plays young Alex.
Definitely.
We'll get the punt here.
Steele said in Slack he's in. Is that what it really?
CMAS said he's in Slack.
Or CMAS said.
Well, get in here, CMAS. Get in the Slack. Or get in the Twitch.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, because obviously, it is, the night is young. Austin's typically a guy that will go to bed 12, 1 o'clock, something like that. So and he's putting the backups in. I mean, the absolute disrespect. In an AFC conference championship, to have the lead that you do, to put the backups in because you say I'm focused on the Super Bowl.
I'm just trying to imagine
this guy is locked in, and Steele better be ready.
I'm trying to imagine it's the 3rd quarter still of the conference championship game, and you're putting your backups in. That's just a grown ass man right there. Shout out to Austin.
Can I say something that won't surprise you? There's someone in the Twitch chat that said, I think we should wait until tomorrow. Who do you think said that?
Without looking, that sounds like that sounds like Alex Gossett to me. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, was it actually Alex?
Yeah.
Alex, I'm disgusted, bro.
No, listen, Alex, because here's the thing. There's no guarantee we're getting 20 viewers tomorrow. If everyone's ready, we're rolling through this. Let's play the Super Bowl with 10, 15 viewers, and let's get to next season by this weekend.
I'll do it. 2nd and 1. Again, we have another deep shot. I mean, it's just not there's just no answers right now for this Buffalo Bills defense. It's, you can have Allen and you can have Matthew Davis, and it doesn't matter. Like, it's just...
Listen, I say this. For the admins in the chat, it's about to hit the fourth quarter. We're about to hear, Connor scream into all of our ears, and I love it. But what I need is just post a little quick poll. You can at channel say, Super Bowl tonight, thumbs up yes, thumbs down no. Do it. See, and here's what I say. If we get 10 plus people say thumbs up yes, I say if both users are ready, we run it tonight.
I need more.
Put your fours in the chat!
Steele said CMAS said he can't. That's fine, because guess what? We can, and we're here.
We 100% can. I mean, we got a great announcing booth right here. Myself, Cody Youngson, the AFC North showing up. Not in the playoffs, but in the announcing booth. We can always show up here as Allen rolls out. What? Okay, intercepted by Kendricks as he will take this probably for a pick six. Kendricks has room. I mean, the game's over anyway, but a little bit more respect.
Austin doing a little bit too much there. That's just kind of a silly mistake. You assume that's not going to come to bite him in the butt, but that's just one of those things where he kind of feels like the game's in the bag and just makes a silly mistake.
Alex, we're not making that a thing. On God, on everything, we're not making that a thing. If I see another 3+1, I'm fighting everyone. I'll fly to Miami and I'll throw hands as soon as I see all of you. Don't do it.
Says, can I come in Discord and give the numbers? Listen, post in the Slack and give us the numbers.
Hello?
Yellow.
Oh, there he is.
No, hey, guys, I just wanted to say, when we talk about viewership, Super Bowl 24, it was on your broadcast, Cody Youngson, on your channel, was the 5th Super Bowl of the Madden 20 cycle. It was in April. It was like a couple weeks from a year ago, basically. Yeah. And it had 35 viewers.
Wow. So you're saying Cody Youngson production put together 35 users? Doesn't surprise me.
It was myself versus Ben when Ben went 19-0. So that had 35 viewers. At a normal time, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever that was.
Cody Youngson Nation does have a deep following.
Yeah, so I'm just arguing that, if we're concerned about viewership, you do have that potential to still reach that over 30 threshold,
It is true.
This late in the cycle.
I will say this. For if both of these users are locked in and ready to go for the Super Bowl tonight, I will not say no to them.
Yes, and Cody, as you said, and I'm the same way. It is all up to the competitors. If the competitors wish to play, nothing will stop them.
Yeah, and Lucky says it perfectly. Yeah, he said, we can hype it up. If they don't want to play tonight, we'll hype it up and get it ready for tomorrow. But if both users say, hey, let's run it tonight, then Connor and I are ready and we're running it tonight.
I will need 5 minutes between games though, because good lord, do I need some water? I'm actually dying. But other than that, I'm good.
I do too, and by that I mean I need a truly hard seltzer, which is basically water. I'll be right back.
Third 9 here, and yeah, I mean, just speaking on this game, obviously congratulations to Austin. He just seems like such, complete man on a mission right now. It's very, very difficult to stop him regardless of who you are, how well you play. He's just on a different level right now than the entire rest of the league. Another interception by Kendricks, oh my god. And unable to take it for pick six. But yeah, it's just gonna be real. I do think Steele has a chance. I do think that Steele can maybe do it because his defense is real tricky. If he can maybe get Austin playing a bit outside of himself, all the speed. I don't think we should anoint Austin just yet necessarily. But if Austin plays at this level, oh my lord, is Steele gonna play the game of his life and then some in order to win this game. But again, I'm not anointing Austin yet because I do think Steele has a chance. While you were gone, Kyle Allen threw another interception, so we know who's getting the start, obviously, in the Super Bowl. 2nd and 6. He will drop back. Takes shots, Diggs, comes down with it. But, yeah, this game's over.
What was the discussion?
It was just me saying that Steele's going to need to do a lot in order to beat Austin. That's pretty much what the discussion was, I'll be honest with you.
Give me that fucking ball.
We'll drop back. And yeah, Kyle Duggar again, and this could be a pick six. Do I get loud for it? I do not, because Allen with the tackle there. But Kyle Duggar, 3 interceptions. And, man, I am very interested to hear this post-game interview because young Alex is going to be despondent.
what the hell is happening in general right now?
I don't have Slack on. What is happening, Joe? Hold on now.
There's apparently a debate.
Hey, yo,
about,
what the fuck? What am I looking at?
Chapter roll apparently just like chapter roll doing his best chapter roll, if you will, just popping into Slack randomly and just trying to dive into who Christopher Trotman is.
Oh, hold on
and,
now. Pick 6 from Darius Slay. What the heck? What's going on here?
Look at him.
Wow. Okay.
And all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, we got a football.
Kyle Allen is not it as the backup quarterback, apparently. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where I feel like Austin's just trying to do a little bit too much. Like, if you're going to bring your backups in, it is still obviously a 18-point game. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Math. Wait a second.
That's like, ooh, good throw
It's
there.
still it's a 16-point game.
Hey, 2 possessions. 2 possessions.
But and that's just Austin putting his backups in and doing a little bit too much. Like, he's thrown 2 pick sixes now. Ultimately, he feels confident, and obviously he's still going to win this, but he's making it a little bit unnecessarily uncomfortable with his backups in, basically.
What? I'm going over general right now. I'm just confused and shook and I don't even want to look at. I'm just gonna ignore that.
I don't know which. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to believe. But I did see something about an alleged sexual assault. So I'm just gonna assume that we don't have a sexual offender in Better League, because wow, what a stain it would be to kick an inactive user just to have a sexual offender.
And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make this very clear. Better League Network is hard out on sexual assault. I want to make that very clear. We are on Twitch.
Better League Network, and we hope the Better League. We assume, but definitely Better League Network. In our commentary booth right here is out on sexual assault.
Very much so. Cindy Lamb gets first down on the inside zone. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like all of the all the momentum in the chat in Steel especially is going towards let's do it tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm 100% down. I've still got energy. I've got some more sangria, as I said. I can get a little crazy. We got this bad boy, and yeah, I will say from young Alex's perspective, it does feel like this whole cycle he's just been on the edge, on the verge of making the Super Bowl. He's had a lot of great seasons, a lot of great wins against a lot of great users, but he just keeps running into this gauntlet called Austin, and it just seems like if it wasn't gonna happen this season, I don't know when it's gonna happen this all cycle.
Yeah, and we've banged this drum all game long. It's all about matchups. I think little Alex at this point. Oh, hello, Kyle Allen. At this point, if you're little Alex, your best hope is that Austin gets upset by someone in one of the other rounds before you meet up with him in the playoffs, because Gorley, that was not a fumble.
That's a CFM fumble. That's a CFM fumble. I feel confident.
That will be brought back, and if it's not, then this game gets very interesting.
Yeah, if that was a fumble, no, it's not a fumble. We're good.
My assumption this will be overturned in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there it is.
Yeah, I mean, again, what a performance from Austin. When the starters weren't, at least, he was doing a great job of just, move the ball, dink and dunk. Or I shouldn't even say dink and dunk, just exploiting the defense, whatever was out there. It was just, I don't know, just too easy right now for Austin. And again,
and Alex, or no, not Alex, Lucky making a good point. Imagine if Alex had won today. I don't know if you mean Big Alex, but if you do mean Big Alex, I mean, I think if, no disrespect to Big Alex, but I think if Big Alex had beat Austin today, I think you'd see little Alex in the Super Bowl, because really he has been just absolutely locked in. I think maybe you're going to see Austin take the delay game here to give himself a little bit more room to punt the ball.
Yeah, why not?
Almost like he's a real NFL team. Maybe also a little bit of flex since he has his camera up. Takes the AirPods out, puts the hands a little bit, taunting a little bit with our good pal Falcons hyphen Nick. But yeah, time and time again, it's all about matchups
Yeah,
in the better league.
As a walking twig, I don't love what I just saw there from Austin. I feel very emasculated and very shook, honestly. But it's all good. We'll get through it.
He is the resident better league gorilla. I mean, the man is he's massive. You don't want to mess with him. You don't want to be anywhere near him when he is on his just rampaging.
Talk about someone I'm just thrilled to meet in Miami. And, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to confirm on Better League Network you will see me in Miami for that Thursday through Sunday. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah?
Let's go.
Did we purchase our tickets?
Yep, I'm right. Yep.
I love that.
I got the tickets.
What?
I wanted to announce it, for the Super Bowl. I'm going to announce it now because I'm feeling myself. But I will be in Miami, and I'm very excited to see my Better League brothers.
Listen, I'm purchasing my tickets tonight.
Beautiful stuff. God, that's gonna be so much fun. 2nd and 6. Yeah, I don't even need to talk about this game anymore. It's over. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get the Super Bowl tonight. Just I do want to know in the chat, and obviously, Cody and I have just been deep throating Austin this entire hour for good reason. But what are your thoughts on the Super Bowl matchup? Steele, first time Super Bowl appearer in the better league. You got Austin, of course, better league GOAT, already 6 rings to his name. Just give me predictions or just give me your overall takes. Just what type of game do you think this is going to be? I'm really interested. I do think, in terms of Austin versus name NFC user here, I do think Austin versus Steele is a really interesting matchup, one that could potentially become a very interesting game. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think, I think it will be, here's what I think. I think that the first quarter will potentially be a bit of a chess match. But I think ultimately, and I told you this, that's going to be a pick six.
Sure, it's a pick six.
Let's see if he sullies on him. No, he ended up not taking it back.
He wasn't feeling it.
He ended up not taking it back and just he wants to kneel down and end the game. He's going to see if maybe Little Alex is going to call his timeouts here, which I assume Little Alex probably will not. But
they lost.
I think that I think Steele has a chance. Let me put it this way. I think Steele does have a chance if he plays very, 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 very well. But at the end of the day, and I told you this before even this AFC Championship game started, I said if Austin wins this game, I think that it is quite possible that we see the largest margin of victory in the Super Bowl that we've seen so far. I just think that so far, we have not seen Steele get aggressive, and Austin is the type of user that you need to get aggressive against from time to time. And so, yes, Steele has had success with kind of playing his game plan, being conservative, taking what the defense gives him. But Austin is not that guy often. He's the type of guy that you got to be aggressive, you got to take your shots, and so. For me, personally, no disrespect to Steele, I think he does have a chance, but I think at the end of the day, you could see the largest margin of victory point-wise in a Better League Madden 21 Super Bowl yet in the Super Bowl.
I'm trying to think about what blowouts serve. I mean, Ben in both of his Super Bowls, kind of got taken to the woodshed a little bit, but congrats to Austin, obviously, the Better League GOAT, the Madden 21 Better League GOAT, obviously. He will move on to the Super Bowl, and he'll face Steele again. I think it's a really interesting matchup. The one quick thing I will say is I do think there are certain defenses out there, team-wise, not scheme-wise, team-wise, that can maybe make Austin a bit uncomfortable. And, not to, not say anything, the Cleveland Browns have made Austin uncomfortable a few times. Maybe it's Austin not being locked in, maybe it's whatever. He's thrown 5 picks against me 3 different times this cycle. And I do think Steele has the possibility to do the same thing with his defense. Again, very strong front four, very strong secondary. But if we see the same Austin that we saw today and in the divisional round, this will be a blowout. I don't care what Steele does, this will be a blowout. So despite everything, it's going to have to be a B-level Austin in order for Steele to have a chance. That's just my overall take on the game.
It looks like young Alex has joined the Slack, but if I could have some breaking news real quick. I just, in the locked, one of our locked channels, the BLN locked channel, I tagged Austin and Steele and said, if you guys want to run it tonight, Connor and I are down to come. It's completely up to you guys. And Austin says, let's run it right now. So Steele, If you're around, and I told him, I said, we just need 5-minute break to hear our voices. But, hopefully we can get a ad. And look, we've got 12 thumbs up. We've got 12 thumbs up ready for it. I mean, listen, sure, it's not 30 viewers, but it's also April 6th. It's also April 6th. It's not November, it's not December. It's April 6th. We're nearing the end of our Madden cycle. Give me 12 viewers. Give me a Super Bowl. Give me our next season starting in a couple days and this weekend. Give me it.
Give me subs, give me follows, and most importantly, give me those 4s in the chat. Once we get to it, we move on now to our post-game interview. Obviously, young Alex, not the way you wanted to end your season. Just overall thoughts on this AFC Championship game against Austin?
I think in terms of pure Madden skill, I guess I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It's just Austin just knows me too well, and he knows what he's doing on defense. He was frequently in that 4-3. It's where the linebackers are spread, kind of like a 3-4, except there's 4 down linemen too or something. And he was just killing me with it. Simmons and Edmonds are both huge and athletic. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it's that double Mabel shit that I've seen before. I don't know how to set that up myself. I don't know how to beat that. It felt like if I ran a crosser, he's on it. If I run something underneath, his user's there. I literally tried every single play, and rarely was anything open except a 5-yard fucking hitch route on the outside. So, I mean, yeah, at first I had some momentum or something. I know I do a pick first play, held him, scored, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, in the end, his defense is just too much. He just knows the game too much. I'm honestly ready for the next Madden because it's the same shit over and over. I meet Austin, and then he locks in, runs his shit that he knows from playing comp Madden, playing all this head-to-head and MUT and shit, all this knowledge that he's acquired over the years, and just fucks me up every single time. Sure, I can beat him in the regular season when he's not as locked in. He doesn't really care. But when it comes to it, he just knows me too well, and he's too smart of a user to let me take advantage of him at this point. That's why, people always talk about matchups, and Alex played him a lot better than I did, and I think me and Alex are on similar levels, and Austin's way above both of us. But it's just he knows me. He plays me way too often. He doesn't play Alex as much. It's just that I just want to give up, honest to God. I've never been this close to fucking just quitting because not maybe forever, coming back next cycle, whatever. But I'm just so sick of running into the same person and him doing the same shit to me and me not knowing how to stop it.
Well, let me interject. Listen, I understand your frustration, but I just want to say keep your head held high. And here's the reason. When did you remind me? When did you join Better League? Was it in 20 or 19?
20.
You joined in Madden 20. You're talking. So think of it this way. You now in Madden 21 have made it to what, 3 AFC Championship games?
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
You've made it to, I think, 3 AFC Championship games. You've been going up against myself, who you've absolutely daddy donged, and you've gone up against a couple other users. Justin, who's been in this league a while. Connor, I think you've played maybe once. And then you run into Austin. I listen. So hear me out. I'm not discounting your frustration by any means, but what I'm saying is hold your head high. Because you are playing quite possibly one of the best Madden users I've ever encountered. I haven't played obviously too many pro users or anything like that, and you're playing probably the best BL user to ever play, and a guy that's been playing Madden online competitively since Madden 17. So he has 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. He has now 4 to 5 Maddens above you, where of just understanding the game, understanding the logic. So listen, I understand your frustration, but hold your head high. I've been playing since Madden 17. I've been playing since Madden 17. I've been in Better League since I think Madden 18, and I got my first Super Bowl in Madden 20. So listen, it will come, young man. It'll come. You've got the stick skills, you've got the knowledge. It'll come. Hold your head high. You lost to literally the GOAT of BL. So hold your head high.
I appreciate it. It's just frustrating. I understand I haven't been playing as much, but I guess I just expect a lot out of myself. And it's just frustrating when it's just like the same story every year. Like I can get hyped during the regular season, I can knock off big users, I can do well in the playoffs and beat yourself, who's like one of the elite users of BL as well. And then I get to Austin and I'm like, oh yay, like oh I'm locked in, I'm so locked in. Oh my god, I'm so prepared, as everyone asked me after I win in the divisional, and then I get into the game and I'm just immediately just fucking scared and terrified because I just can't do shit against them. I want to keep my head high. I feel like I've done a good job, at least for most of the cycle, not getting too down on myself and just knowing like anything's possible. But at this point, it feels like it's not possible for me to do anything. I don't know what to do. And I think another advantage is Austin, like with that time playing Madden, he's also playing, like you said, the MUT and the competitive stuff. And that's where I think you learn a lot of the, not like glitches, but I guess like the deep knowledge of Madden, like those low.
You just understand how it works. Yeah, you understand how the game works.
But personally, with myself, I just don't enjoy that gameplay. I guess like the MUT gameplay, I hate running into like the one step aheads and all that bullshit. So I just can't push myself to want to grind that. I play a lot of head to head, but it's not as cheesy, and I don't know. I need to, I guess, get on the fucking YouTube or do something, but I feel like I'm at a standstill. I've grinded a lot, and I feel like I just kind of hit a plateau.
Listen, we've got 2, hopefully 3 more seasons of Better League. Don't count yourself out. And then also, this is your second Madden that you've been in the league. You know, we got Madden. You're here. You are a top 5 user in this league. Keep your head high.
Yeah, no, you are. I think right now, honestly, the pretty clear number 2 in the AFC, and I don't think it's any disrespect to you, Cody. I think that's just like
no shot. No shot. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it kind of just is what it is right now. You're a great user. Keep your head high. I don't have any questions for you, just because like the game what is what it was. I get your frustration. I've been there too, even though I have never really held myself as quite as high an expectation, I suppose, as that. But yeah, just tough loss and just keep grinding, because that's really what it's all about. I get the frustration, but life goes on. There's gonna be another season, there's gonna be another cycle. Just keep on trucking and you'll get there, because like if I can win a Super Bowl, you can fucking win a Super Bowl. Like, come on now. Like, it's right there. So I'm sorry, but it's just Austin was too good today. So thank you so much. AFC Championship game, congrats to Austin. Give us about a 5-minute break here. I'm about to cut the stream, but we will be back, myself and Cody, for Super Bowl 32 between Austin and Steel. See you soon.